He was an individual who exemplified the many tenets of Sanatana Dharma. The Sanatana Dharma Mahasabha and Trinidad and Tobago in general has lost that of a great soul, a pillar within our West Indian community. He was the son of Vijay Maharaj, the interim Secretary General, the grandson of Satnarayan Maharaj. And for those who don't know, and who listen to the beautiful programs of Radio Jagati, TV Jagati, it is because of that individual that we are able to enjoy such selections. Through his efforts and by extension, his family flew that flag of Dharma so high. So we pray this morning, and together with monthly offerings on behalf of Cameron and Sundaran family, may wherever these souls be, may their Atma, may it be at peace, may there be no suffering. And I start with a beautiful bhajan in memory. आज मेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका रे भगवान। आज मेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज cover our heads and we clasp our hands. In Vandana, the repetition of various mantras to attune our mind, body and spirit to that of praising and praying Bhagavan. सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. We join in the Hanuman Chalisa every Sunday morning. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukur Sutari Varno Raghuvar Vimal Jasho Jonayak Palachari Bodhhin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Gyane Hoyi Harhu Kalesh Vikar Jai Hanuman Jnana Gun Sagar Jai Kapich Tinhu Lok Ujagar Ram Dut Atulit Kamal Rama Anjani Putra Pavan Sutanama Mahavir Rekam Bajrangi Kumati Nimar Sumati Sandi Kankar Varna Viraj Jesa Paran Kundal Kunjat Kesa Paat Radhayo Madhaviraj Kare Jajane Utare Kankar Suvan Tejari Kankan Tejat Vidyavadi Duniyati Kaatu Ram Kaam Karive Kovaatu Prabhu Charita Sumire Korasiya Ram Lakshmana Sita Vanarasiya Sujma Rupa Darsiya Hidikava Krishna Rupa Naritam Kajarava Bhima Rupa Dariya Surasanare Ramachandra Karasadare Jaya Sajivan Lakshmana Jiyare Shri Raghuveera Hara Shri Urlare Raghupati Ki Bahudavare Tuma Mama Priya Hare Pai Santamare Sahasa Bhajan Tumaro Yash Gave Has Kahi Shri Kati Kanta Lagave Sannadika Brahmadi Munisa Narada Sayana Sahita Rahisa Yam Kuvir Dikapare Kahate Kavi Kovid Kai Satya Kahate Tuma Upakare Suvira Nidina Rama Vinare Rane Sagadina Tumharo Mantra Vibhishan Mana Lankeshwar Jai Sat Jagana Yuga Sahasra Yojan Kalvanu Lokani Mandur Kalvanu Today we speak of one of, if not the most important literary text in the world. And it isn't sanctified only towards Hinduism, but it is recognized and looked upon by every faith or denomination as a poetic masterpiece. It is called the Bhagavad Gita. Translated, it means the Song of God. The Bhagavad Gita is a solution to many of life's problems. It is a compilation of life-changing and life-mending ideals that we can embody and exemplify in our own lives. The first of the 18 chapters is titled The Yoga of Dejection of Arjuna. When people are in that state of dejection or depression, due to the unforeseen circumstances of their life, the Gita becomes ever relevant. That is why when an individual passes away, the Pandit or the Purohit ensures that the Gita part is done. This isn't to soothe the lamented soul or the one who has passed, but it is done to ease the mind and troubles of the family or the individuals here that are mourning or need that sense of closure. If we study Gita effectively, we are able to face up to any eventuality in our life. The teachings within Gita are not ideas or orations by any mortal man, but they were from the lips of Sri Hari Krishna himself. They can take us from the point of ignorance to the point of light and wisdom. Gita teaches us that the most negativities result from the idea of ajnana, ignorance. And in life there are 5 mental afflictions that we all face on a day-to-day basis. One being ajnana, ignorance, asmita, ego, devesha, aversion, rag, attachment, and abnivesh, the fear of death. Circumstances in our own life can create all of these mental afflictions, and the human mind tries to deal with these challenges, but ignorance to the purity is the root cause. The first chapter of Gita, and I give you a summary. As Arjuna expresses his disappointment and his grief of not wanting to fight in this Mahabharata war. We always talk about Hinduism is full of war. Somebody asked me the other day, why is your gods always fighting this one, fighting that one? But it's not a physical fight, It is a mental fight, it's the personification of God in human form to show the mental plight of man, woman, person, how they can achieve and overcome the obstacles that we face in our everyday life. Although God is on a pedestal and a pillar, the most highest of heights, they too face troubles. Lord Krishna realized that Arjuna was in a state of dejection, and as God will do for any one of his devotees, he removed the ignorance from Arjuna's mind and explained to him the importance of his duty. Dharma rakshate rakshata dharmo. Dharma protects those who protect it. And Lord Krishna explains in depth the various pathways through which we can free ourselves from this mental bondage in our own life. He says there's Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, Sankhya Yoga, the yoga of contemplation, Raj Yoga, the yoga of meditation, Karma Yoga, the path of action, and Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, singing beautiful bhajans as we do. The greatness in Sanatana Dharma is that we get to choose which way we want to worship God. There isn't a mandatory journey that we want to take. Based on our own mind, our own temperament, our own wishes, just as rivers and streams all merge to the vast ocean at one point, so too, similarly, we are able to decide how we want to worship Bhagavan. Lord Krishna says, there was never a time when you and I were not. Neither will there be a time when we will ever cease to be. Everyone is bound to action. No one should ever be inactive. Many a times, and unfortunately, with the maya of the world, when a soul passes away, we cry and we lament and which is normal, we grieve. But Lord Krishna reminds us, and he tells Arjuna, that this body is that of a pret, and the Atma is that of a soul, that even if an individual passes, you can still feel that individual. You can still be at one with that individual by living through their actions. He says, we are not only talking about physical actions, mental actions. Our brain at all times should be clicking onto that individual. There's a universal law known as cause and effect, and scientifically it is referred to as Newton's third law, that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, which means based on the actions that we perform now, we shall gain the fruits of such later on. And I remind you of the important idea the Westernized world needs this day. There's take the word karma and use it all, Sita be all hard. But we created the idea of karma. Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, explains us the importance of karma. And there's 3 types of karma that I want you all to learn today. Prarabdha karma. Past karma that we accumulate in our past life. When I was I am still going to school, but early on in my life, when we would learn religious classes and we would learn about Hinduism, all the teachers were fascinated about telling us the idea of reincarnation. That was one of the biggest things they implemented on the idea of Hinduism. And reincarnation doesn't mean that we come back as a cow, as a bat, as a dog, and we come back over and over in that terms. Reincarnation means that the ideas or the actions that we perform, if they are negative, we pay the consequences for it. So that is why every day we try to live a good life. That's why every day we pray to God that even if it is minute sin, as waking up in the morning and stepping on an insect, Prabhu, forgive me for that. We see God in animate and inanimate. We see God in everything, in everyone. So the idea of prarabdha karma is any karma that we may have accumulated in our last life. We don't know, because when we are born, we have that one-on-one meeting with Bhagavan. And through the veil of Maya, we forget. When we cry at birth, we forget that conversation we had with God. But all our karmas from our past life, we pay the repercussions. Prarabdha karma. Sanchit karma. Karmas that we accumulate now and in this very moment. That is why you must be loving, kind, sweet to your fellow man, fellow neighbor, because we pay for the repercussions of sanchit karma and agami karma, actions that will bear the fruit in the future. Sant Goswami Tulsidas, wonderful mind, once said that the body is like a field, the mind is that of a farmer, and there are two seeds that we can plant, seeds of sin or seeds of virtue, that can bear the fruit of either destruction or success in our life. It must be emphasized that we are the ones to make the determination on the way those seeds are planted and the route that we take. When things don't go our way sometimes, unfortunately, we tend to blame karma, we tend to blame God. We just say, well, this happened. But Lord Krishna reminds us that that is nothing but false blame. We are the creators of our own destiny. God is that just an impartial witness. We act in the present could constantly create and change our karma to guide us. These scriptures, especially the Bhagavad Gita, are the tools to teach us the new injunctions that we must carry out and things that we must avoid, good and bad. We must understand that our responsibilities and duties and continue to fulfill them in a state of self-surrender to reach that stage of moksha. We always talk about moksha dwara, nirvana, Gautam Buddha. He lived his whole life in search of nirvana, of peace, of tranquility. Do we do the same? Do we search our life through every morning when we wake up? Do we ask today, may I not get upset? May I not get angry? May I not be vexed? And are you in a constant search? Peacefulness? And I leave you with this thought this morning. With the concept of Sanatana Dharma, known as Prapti and Sharangati. Prapti means surrenders one's ego to receive the blessing of God. So you see, you all this morning are performing Prapti Prat. You are let going the veil of ego to come and sit in a communal setting to pay oblations to that of a higher power. And there's Sharangati, which is defined, and you should do this in your daily lives out of wonder. Seek God as the ultimate means of self-liberation. The unconditional surrender to the divine. And how do we do this? How do we achieve Sharangati? 1. We must always be open to accept good thoughts and favorable to that of devotion of goodness. 2. Reject any or negative thoughts that are not favorable to the devotion of God. You know, there's a wonderful saying, and I probably say it all the time whenever I'm giving kathas. There are 3 U's, and I replicate in your mind because I want you to remember and to know. What are the 3 U's? The you that you think you are, the you that you perceive yourself to be, that's the first one. The you that everybody thinks that you are. And the third one, the you that you really are. Be the third one. Be the you that you really are. You must adopt an unshakable faith in God that they are your protector and guide at all times. Just as Arjuna in that of the battlefield. Picture it. Arjuna is in this of a battlefield. War is taking place on one side and the next, and he's lamenting all his troubles to God. And the Almighty is listening to him. Be the same. When there are troubles in your own life, when there are situations that you feel that you cannot jump over that hurdle, turn to the greatest listener, Bhagwan. Seek refuge in God and God alone, because we must always be careful to who we share our thoughts and intimate details with. It is safe. Not every smile is a genuine one. Protect your vibe and energy from the outside world. Surrender your thoughts, surrender to God's mercy through service to God. We just always talk about the idea of seva. And seva doesn't just mean that after a Sunday morning service, anti-video go buff you, and you have to clean them under and sweep up and do work here. Seva means to perform good actions in service to man, benefit service to God. And lastly, always express that of a humble attitude. Be humble in all your endeavors. Just because you are calm and cool and collected does not make you any less than another person. Remember that the ultimate goal is to live one's life every day trying to achieve moksha, trying to achieve peace. And whether your soul is in this mortal coil or not, we always ask in our prayer, Bhagwan, may I be at peace. It is all that we want to strive for. Satya, Dharam, Shanti, Prem. Only when we realize that we are nothing but instruments of the divine, we try to achieve the ultimate state of oneness with God. Then we can realize in our own life that we too are divine. As we prepare for Hawan, I want to again make note of my condolences to Maharaj family of SDMS. Our spiritual leader, Pandit Vishal, is attending the funeral in an online sense to show his respects on behalf of the Hindu Learning Foundation as well. I invite all of you on June 11th, June 12th, Saturday, and in conjunction with Sunday morning, we will be blessed with a special guest, very special guest, the Adi Guru, the Guru of my Guru, Pandit Bimal Maharaj. He's going to be here in attendance if you all like to come meet him, discuss with him. He is in New York very often, so it's your opportunity to be here. And we join in Hawan as the judgment comes forward. On the next side, in the clear. Yeah. We can all join together and say Swaha as we make offerings to Agni. Om Arumatanta Sanil Gotra Papaknam Shri Agni Devata Saptyasana Vinyoga Vismantavotara. Om Shri Agni Namaha. The ghee and samagri. Om Shri Agni Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Devi Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gaura Parvatye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Guru Devatavyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahasaraswatye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Suryaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Bhashkaraya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Budhaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Bhaumaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Varun Devataya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Vayu Devataya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Prithvi Mataya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shukraya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shanishtaraya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Handharmate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Rahave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ketave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevi Sarvadevtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Repeat the Gayatri Mantra 3 times. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Gayatri Namah. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Gayatri Namah. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Gayatri Namah. For our ancestors and those who may have passed away, mothers and family, Om Mata Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. Father and father side family, Om Pita Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. Guru and Guru side family, Om Guru Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. Rishi Munis, Om Rishi Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. Any family that may have passed away, Om Sarva Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. Any friend that may have passed away, Om Sarva Bandhu Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. And for the entire world, make offerings for them. If they don't get offerings, we make Om Sarva Kusamasta Bandhu Kulpiti Namaha Swadha. We stand and make final offerings. Agni. Om Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamanaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Ve Purnavam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnavam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnavam Swaha. We stretch our hands over me, pass it over our bodies. Om Papo Ham Papakrama Ham Papa Papa Samava Rajama Pundri Kakshesra Papa Aru Hari. Om Arumatamata Sandhyagotra Patapram Shri Agni Dyota Satyasana Vinyoga Mangalarti. Bhajo Bhajo Sada Durga Pavani. Bhajo Bhajo Sada Durga Pavani. Bhajo Bhajo Sada Durga Pavani. Mangalakani Devi Pavani. Mangalakani Devi Pavani. Bhajo Bhajo Sada Durga Pavani. Bhajo Bhajo Sada Durga Pavani. Mahishasura Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bharat Jano Ke Sankat Das Jano Ke Sankat Janme Dur Kare. Om Jai Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bharat Jano Ke Sankat Das Jano Ke Sankat Janme Dur Kare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Jodhare त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पट हर हर महादेव। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर। गुरु साक्षात् ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। हिंदू संहिता हरि ओम तत्सत्।